Hey everybody! Welcome, welcome! Welcome to my first art stream. How's everybody doing? Good, good? Yes, Mr. Wiggles, he's being very dramatic. He stole my last bag of, marshmallows and he's pouting under the bottom bunk. So, I need somebody to handle all of the, tech stuff, so use my brain parts, my thinky bits, and here we have Modbot. Good to see ya, Eamon. Eamon. Oh, nice name. Tommy McCoy. There you are. I like that name. It's like an Old West cowboy name. It's like Tommy McCoy, the fastest right click on the internet. What tickles Modbot's fancy? Nothing. Ones and zeros, my friend. Ones and zeros. So, I just want to say, today's been just an awesome day. It was crazy. I don't know how many people of you saw my Twitter, but I got my first piece of fan art. Stridey Tidy, thank you so much. I don't know if you're in the stream yet, but I just wanted to thank you again. That was awesome. I was very flattered. I didn't even have to do anything. I didn't have to take my top off, which is great. I get to keep my dignity so far, for now. Oh, Tommy McCoy! Secret identity. Like a weird superhero. Yeah. Oh, okay. Alright, I won't tell anybody. She said to the perfectly public chat room on the internet. Well, thank you guys for coming. So, as you probably know, the creatures, the woodland creatures, won the poll. Although it was very close at toward the very end. A lot of the people that voted wanted me to do a self-portrait. So I think what I'll do is I'll turn the self-portrait into kind of one of those longer month-long art stream projects that I was talking about in my debut stream. So. I was hoping for a Picasso-inspired Luna, but I would be very conflicted. It would depend on what Picasso, what period you were talking about. Not to, on a side note, Picasso, if you've ever seen his very early work, like when he was in his late teens, early 20s, he's actually a very talented painter in terms of like his ability with realism. It's just the later stuff where he gets all cuby and straight liney. But, to each their own, I suppose. But if somebody made a Picasso version of me, I don't know. I think I'd have to make t-shirts. Oh, hey, Moby. How you doing? Oh, they broke the door handle. Okay, it's okay. It'll fit in nicely with everything else that's broken around here. It's like they say, it's like, children, they're our precious little doves. Let's send them to summer camp where they'll learn something, but there won't be any hot water. Or electricity. But, anyway. So, how many of you are artists? How many, and by artist I mean, if you have ever in your whole entire life picked up a mark-making utensil, or sculpted anything, or collaged something, I consider you an artist. I know that seems weird based on my my distaste for modern art, but if you express yourself creatively, I think not enough people express their creative side. So if you are an artist, give me a shout out. By the standard, yes. By any other standard, no. Well, you're in my stream, so my standard's the rule of law. Aberon Rumi, you draw sometimes. Yes, excellent. It's perfect. I find that it's very soothing. Even if I'm just doodling and like making scratch marks, it's very, very soothing. Tommy, you are in fact an artist. Ooh, artist, cowboy, and secret identity haver. My goal is to become a character designer. That's awesome. That's cool. Nice. Yeah, I tried doing some character design, but I'm kind of bad at, the whole being able to repeat the same with like sequential art. I wanted to do comics for a while, but I'm very bad at repeating you know, the same characters and getting the same look over and over again. So here I am, an illustrator. But anyway, am I going? Okay, so here we are. We're in the stream. So as I was saying, we're gonna do. So here's how I'm gonna do this today. We're gonna do a bunch of rough sketches of various creatures I've seen on my sojourns through the woods, which have been many and frequent because that's really all there is to do out here. And then if there's time, which I'm sure there will be, we'll add some color. And we'll just chat about whatever you guys want to talk about. I mean, I have, you know me, sort of. After 3 streams, maybe you don't, but if you've seen my debut stream and the last stream, you know I tend to go on a tangent. But I'm always very enthusiastic about whatever I'm tangenting on. Yeah, so there's like, so I'm just going to be going, because I have to do this inside my cabin, I'm going to be kind of going on off of memory here, so, your patience is appreciated. The first thing I'm going to show you, I don't know if you guys have ever seen a wild hare in person before, but they're enormous. They're so huge. I didn't think they were that big. I'm thinking, oh, it's a forest bunny with the cute little face, and that they are huge. They have claws. They'll kill you. They'll kill you, I think. Oh, weird. Am I left or right-handed? I am right-handed. Seen a jackalope? Well, not on this planet. What I tend to do is I tend to do an underdrawing. Like I said in I said this in my debut stream, where I did that very regrettable, but still very fun project with the fortune cookie. So if you haven't seen that, you might find that amusing. Need some wild hair in person every time I look in the mirror. Ah, yes, quarantine hair. Your quarantine cut. You know, it's sort of funny. I had, you know, obviously I had planned to land and safely on your planet before I actually crashed. But, that was not in the cards, obviously. And, so I am in sort of a quarantine by default, being stuck here out in the woods. But, bald people can't relate. Well, yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people are just like, I'm just gonna buzz it. I'm just gonna buzz it off. It doesn't matter. I'm not going anywhere. I'm all dressed up and know where to go. But yeah, I mean, I don't have to worry about that. I actually don't know if I'm susceptible to the current plague. We're not. I mean, obviously, from a different planet, I take my inoculations ahead of time. But you know, use our best judgment. Oh yeah, and they have huge feet. Like, you wouldn't think they'd have these huge... They almost look like from a distance that if they were a different color, they have hooves. A scuffed underdrawing. See, I don't often... I'm new to digital art. See, it's very useful when you're flying in a ship to have this sort of thing. You don't have to worry about spilling a bunch of paint. But I'm actually more accustomed to the traditional modes of mark making for pleasure. But so when I'm working with traditionally, I actually am very impatient. I don't like doing an underdrawing. I kind of do a concept sketch, and then I just go for it. I just go for it, and I work out the problems as I get to them, which is not, I admit, is not the best, because I have seen people. I am envious of people who do these beautiful, actually really stunning on their own works of art that are just they're underdrawings, but they're needs to be taller. It needs to be, they have big ears. It's just the underdrawing, and I was like, why are you're done. You don't have to do a painting. You finished it. It's there. But they're like, no, that's just my underdrawing. Oh. But, yeah, that's a mystery to me. I get impatient, though. Wait, every time I draw traditionally, my first thought is, wait, where's the flip canvas button? Control Z, Control Z, Control Z! That's another thing. Can't Control Z. I mean, my traditional medium is watercolor. The program I'm using, by the way, is Clip Studio Paint. I actually would prefer to use, there's a different program I would prefer to use, because I've started playing with it, and I loves it so much. But, it's a bit of a CPU hog, and so I'm not quite 100% sure that, the stream will handle it. Because it replicates watercolor to quite an astonishing degree. It's called Rebel. I think Rebel 4. They just released Rebel 4. But I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Clip Studio, and then I'm gonna play around a little bit more and do a couple more test runs with Rebel in a test stream and make sure it can handle the CPU can handle it. So hopefully it will, and I'll get to use it in a stream because it's amazing. It's obviously it's gonna be totally different from real watercolor, but it's like, it's nice to have that option to play with. Let's see, I have Clip Studio Paint, but I don't like how the lines are too pixelated when I zoom in. Oh, that reminds me. You may be noticing I look a little crunchy today. That is that is related to the camera debacle from my last stream. If you were in my beginning of my last stream, I arrived late because I was having some camera issues. I am using kind of my camera, basically brand new camera, took a huge steaming dump right before I started my stream. So I'm using kind of I'm actually using my older camera, my supposedly shittier camera, and waiting for the next one to fall from the sky. Crumpshy. I am very I like that. Crumpshy. Load the trebuchet. Prepare the cannons. Stupid. Do not like those lines. They make me upset even though it's an underdrawing. So I have a couple different styles that I work in. When I'm doing quote unquote work, when I'm doing my biological illustration work for, you know, back to the home planet, I do obviously a more realistic style because that's, you know, what people back home expect. But when I am, you know, as free as I am now to do as I please, I like to draw in a different style that I've been putzing around with for a while. Where are my layers? Where are my layers? Hello, layers. How are you doing today? But, I can't find my layers. Well, oh, here they are. Haha. That's what I said. I'm still getting used to this program. The first thing I do, you'd think that by now, you know, all these different drawing programs would be pretty much identical, in terms of layout and stuff, but, they are not. But I guess that makes sense. Okay. Now I want to go in with some hard lines. We're gonna go in hard, you guys. Hard and fast. Have you had hair as a food? I haven't had to resort to animal-based, like in terms of like my artistic subjects. I haven't had to eat them yet. I have not had hair. No, I'm not opposed to it, but I have not had it. Is it delicious? It seems like it would be something that wouldn't be worth the effort of killing, right? It's so, like, small. I mean, it's, like, they're big for an animal, for a rabbit, but, like, it seems like they wouldn't be worth the effort to kill. They can't have that much meat on them, can they? Canweir fudge. Canweir foog. How are you pronounced? I know it's going to be a Welsh thing. How is that pronounced? Help an alien girl out here. And also to answer your question, I'm using Clip Studio Paint. Clip Studio Paint. Can near fig. Ah, like a fig Newton. I like fig Newton. It's been a long time since I've had one. Let's see how that is. I guess that's an okay thickness. What am I using to draw on? I am using a tablet. I'm using a digital tablet. The brand is Huion. Here, I'll just spell it. It's a Chinese company. Yes, another bottle of Le Cheap. I have, you know, I commented about, that's the one thing I might have too much of. Though I guess an argument can be made that you can never have too much of Le Cheap. Clip Studio Paint Pro came free with my Wacom tablet. Well, fancy! Sorry, that sounded really... That was much bitchier than I intended it to be. I apologize. I get silly. I'm a very silly person. Nope. Commit to the line, Luna. Commit to it. No, I had to rummage through my files and find a program that would suit me. Oh, I don't want that. Don't want that mouth. Question identified us. Thank you, Modbot. Hey, TuberX. Yeah, no problem. I love how confident you are going for those long, curvy lines. Well, you know, I was gonna make some sexy joke about my long, curvy lines, but it's not coming. It's not coming. Gosh, darn it. Opportunity missed. But thank you. I'm planning on giving Clip Studio a proper try after I finish my latest drawing on Fire Alpaca, but I might not take... What is Fire Alpaca? I have not heard of such a thing. Lines are my weakness. Hands are my weakness. Hands are my weakness. Human hands. I have been practicing human hands for so long, and yet, to this day, they can fuzzle me. I might do a whole stream where all I draw is hands, and you guys can see how sad it is. It's a sad story. You're gonna want to bring tissues, and you're gonna want to bring a cozy, you know, teddy bear or friend to cuddle and keep you comforted, because it's a sad story when I draw hands. Krita. I have used Krita. I found it to be a bit confusing. The workspace was pretty confusing. You can either draw thin lines or thick lines. That is oddly general. Alright, so I've kind of got this basic outline. I'm trying to figure out how far I want to go with this style that I've been working on. It's kind of it's very, well, actually, if you went to my Twitter and you saw the fan art I did of the Hollow Myth ladies, the lovely ladies over there at Hollow Live, that's kind of what style I've been playing with, kind of a flat, patterny profile. Someone said it reminded them of stained glass, which I think is accurate. is this breakfast. I mean, this particular one, I don't think you would enjoy. But everybody likes butts. Well, maybe not everybody. Show of hands, who does not like butts? No butts, butts. Butts, 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 butts. Butts, butts, butts. Alright, mosaic their hands and call it an art. Yeah, make the whole thing, say it's, you know, that's the cop-out for anything, is it's my artistic choice. I'm an artist. I want to make this, see, now he looks like he has mutton chops. I like a man with mutton chops. But it also kind of makes his head look smaller. I don't like it. Get rid of it. I guess I could make his... I guess it's not real paper, Luna. You could make it bigger if you wanted. Would anybody else bold enough to raise their hands? Your digital hands, of course. Aha! There we go. Mutton chop rabbit isn't real. It can't hurt you. Don't move. His vision's based on movement. Oh, that reminds me of another thing we talked about in the debut stream. Movies. Movies. I know not a whole lot of movie watching has... I mean, aside from your streaming services, there's not a whole lot of new movie watching has happened. But, the biggest advantage of drawing on digital is that you don't have to worry about wearing out the paper from rubbing out too much. What are you over there rubbing one out? Stop that! Stop it! No rubbing out. Save that. Save it. Hey, Moby started it. Moby started it. Keep it melted. Hey, yo, keep it melted. Like I said, I endeavored. I was like, I'm gonna make sure the stream doesn't get too raunchy. Failed. I mean, I aim to be a font of wisdom. You're welcome. Leave a little donation in the Streamlabs for my wisdom. Oh yes, that's just I'm not going to keep bringing it up, but there, if you are so inclined, there is a way to until I get Super Chat hooked up, you can show your appreciation for my artistic endeavors by donating in the Streamlabs link at the top of the chat, or there's a link down below. Could have phrased it a whole lot. Yeah, but I mean, I guess you could, but don't worry about it. It's gonna happen. I'm gonna find. I will find the smut somewhere. I'll find it. I'll go. I can't help it. It's just there. It's just there in my mind, and I can't get rid of it. Nope. It's who I am, man. It's who I am. I want a thicker pen. I'm gonna make it thicker. It's too thin. It upsets me that it's not thicker. That's what she said. Phrasing. See? I told you. That's too thick. You have a habit of finding smut too. I actually made a game out of it when I was younger, a little bit younger. If only I could go to a bookstore, I could do it again. So I used to play a game with friends. We would go to a bookstore and we would go to the romance section of the bookstore, and we would just randomly pick whatever. We wouldn't look for anything specific phrase-wise. We would just pull a book off the shelf, and then we would flip to a random page and stop and read the first line that came off of the page that we found. And without fail, we landed on smut, and it was so funny. We must have annoyed the hell out of all the creepy, lonely old ladies that were actually there looking for something to read. Do I have any plans for video game streams in the future? Yes. I have. I stopped drawing while I got engrossed. Of course, I did one. My last stream was I did Patent Time, which I got to like basically the second boss. And it was later in the stream, and I was getting tired, and I almost beat the boss, but I didn't. So I have to, during my second round, I gotta beat that boss, because I can't leave you guys hanging like that. I can't just bring you all the way to the boss and then not beat the boss. So I promise I will sit there and I will stick with it until I succeed. Embarrass them. Oh yeah, I mean, I know what they're there for. They know what they're there for. But it's okay. Like, no judgment. However you gotta do, however, wherever, whenever you gotta do what you gotta do, right? There we go. But, now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get up close. We gotta get a little bit closer here. Because, can't see what I'm doing. Why is it kind of I mean, my opacity must be down. Why? I did not make it so. What is wrong? Opacity is at 100%. Oh well, that's okay. I'm not worried about it. Thank you, Modbot. Oh yeah, what did you guys bring any snacks with you? I think I asked that question earlier, but I then immediately did not pay attention to what you said, because I'm terrible at that. Oh, there we go. I found the reason. I didn't because I may or may not fall asleep watching you. Well, if it's relaxing. I mean, I had thought that I would do a meditation at some point, a meditation stream at some point. I know a lot of people do ASMR, but I'm not confident enough to, nor do I understand the finer aspects of it to do it. So instead I thought, I wonder if anyone would be interested in, like, if I did a later stream where I did just like a 20-minute meditation at the end. I don't know if the same crowd that enjoys streams like this enjoys meditating. I don't know. You'd have to tell me. Ooh, king-size Kit Kat bar. Give me a break. Give me a break. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Yeah! Jazzy! What's everyone's favorite Kit Kat bar? Or, favorite Kit... I mean, there are different flavors of Kit Kat bar, but what's everybody's favorite candy? quieter version of Jerry Lewis. Hey, lady! Skittles, yes! I have 4 bags of Skittles on my desk with a question mark? You're not sure? That's a pretty low number. I would check your math, I guess. I mean, yeah, it's true. I wouldn't probably do it as a standalone thing. There are hour-long, 2-hour-long meditation things like on YouTube and stuff, but I wouldn't do that quite yet until I had some feedback from everybody. Yeah, oh really? Well, hey is just, I guess, the pop culture flair on that. Hey, lady. Lady! Okay, so I'm thinking... Actually, I was thinking I'm done with the line work, but I actually want to do one more thing. So I'm hoping that over time, as I get better at this program, that it'll actually be... I'm sort of frustrated by this line work, but I'm trying not to get... I'm not going to get fussy about it. I'm going to leave it alone. Because I know that most of the time, artists are the only ones that see the things that drive them crazy, and everybody else is like, that's kind of nice. What are you worried about? I'm worried at everything. All this gestures broadly at everything. I usually just drink decaf tea to relax. Actually, that's what I'm drinking right now. I'm drinking decaf lemon ginger tea, because I'm a classy dame. Yes, thank you. Yes, the stained glass window. That's what we were just discussing. I don't know if you're here for that. The HoloLive fan art I did, where I got a couple of compliments about that, or comments about how it looked like stained glass. But and I like that. I'm comfortable with that comparison. A lot of people were comparing it. There's, I guess it's, I'm not familiar with the manga. There's some, like, where people were saying I look like a character from some manga, Jolene. Apparently there's some episode where there's animation at the credits where that people said looked like my art, but I went to find it, and I found it, and I was like, that's okay. I mean, I don't see it, but that's fine. Hey. Alrighty, so have our line art of our hair. Our big, actually, you know what? I kept commenting on how they have huge claws, and I didn't even bother to draw them in. So we're gonna do that now. There. And big, sharp, pointy teeth. Wait, just kidding. Anybody bring a holy hand grenade? Eh? Eh? No? Okay. Jolene, Jolene, Jolene. It makes me think of that Dolly Parton song. I assume they mean the Oingo Boingo Brothers, but your art is much better. Oh, well, thanks. Thank you muchly. Alright, so there is a way in Clip Studio to do patterns, to do like pattern fill. I have only fuddled it with a little bit, and I don't want to struggle with it right now because it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's not as intuitive as Photoshop. Photoshop has a really easy pattern making and pattern in fill function. This one, Clip Studio still kind of is frustrating to me, so I won't be able to do some of the pattern work right now in this one that I'd like to do. But I think after I'm done with some of these woodland creatures, I'll go back in Photoshop, or I'll play around with Clip Studio pattern filler, and I'll fill it with the patterns. And then I'll post them on Twitter, and you guys can see the end result. But you guys will get to see the color fill, which is will give you the best idea of what's going down. That's an old one. I am kind of an odd duck in my preferences. I blame the fact that I'm a researcher. I have no concept of, I'm not from your planet, so I have no concept of like what's like not cool anymore, or what's 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 the new hot in thing. So I just kind of take it all in. I digest it all. So I have an encyclopedic knowledge of mostly useless things. Or things that aren't really popular or relevant anymore. Oh, thanks. I'm the new hot thing? You think so? You think so? Ah, thanks. Thanks. Ah. No, the Holy Hand Grenade is still very cool. It's very metal. It's metal. Yeah? I think I found out about the Holy Hand Grenade because and all that stuff. Because I was into musicals, and so then because I was into musicals, I heard about Spamalot. Because I heard about Spamalot, I've heard about Monty Python, and it is a big rabbit hole that led us to this moment. Am I a boomer? Oh God, thank God no. Thank sweet Jesus no. Oh, you guys are fun. You're cute. Am I a boomer? With sharp, pointy teeth. Yes, with sharp, pointy teeth. Yes, so I was into musicals, and I was reading about Spamalot. Songs are hilarious, and actually I think I might try and do, when I do my Ferris karaoke stream, I might have some songs from there, if I can figure out, if I can find some karaoke version of it. Sure I can, there's karaoke for everything. So right now I'm just going over the line work again because when I started this, I didn't realize that there was some weird opacity setting. There's like 2 different opacity settings in this program. There's one, and I don't know why they have 2 different opacities, like windows, but one was set to 100% and the other was set to like 50%. And so for some reason it just went with that one without asking me. And so it did 50%, and I don't like that because it's not bold enough, you know? It's not strong, it's not committed enough for me. So do as I say. Tiny lines. Bend to my will. What musicals am I into? Well, Spamalot for one. Oh gosh, I could just start listing them off. Jesus Christ Superstar, Wicked, Sunday in the Park with George, let's see, Secret Garden, The Lion King, Miss Saigon, Phantom of the Opera, Phantom of the Opera is okay. It's not great, but the music's like dramatic. I like that. Avenue Q, yes, everyone's a little bit racist. It's true. Everyone's a little bit racist. It's true. What else? I have not seen... Rent. Rent's a good one. Rent is a good one. Schadenfreude. Fuck you, lady, that's what stairs are for. Grease is one of my favorite musicals. Ah, yes. Tell me more, did you get very far? I have never seen Mamma Mia. I've seen Chicago, wasn't crazy about it. I know it's like a big, popular one, but it's like, alright. It's okay. It's sassy. I like sassy. A stream where I enact a play, all the musical roles, I would be dead from exhaustion after that one. That would be Luna Mira the last stand, because I would die. Oh, I've done that before too. I've never actually seen, for example, I've never actually seen the musical, The Scarlet Pimpernel, but I adore the soundtrack. So I'll bust out singing in it, and people will be like, "Oh, I love that musical. What's your favorite part?" And I'll be like, "I don't know." So what else? I'm trying to think. I don't know. What do you guys like? What do you, any musical buffs? Are there people who do not like musicals? I'm curious, because I can see an argument for people who don't like musicals. Like, you want a movie, you don't want there to be some weird, like, after school happy-go-lucky song in it. You just want the story. I can see that. I have not seen The Swan Princess. Well, The Swan Princess, the movie, like the animated movie? Yeah, I've seen The Swan Princess, but I didn't realize it was actually a play now. Is it a play now? I don't like musicals where every line is sung. That's more of a, an opera thing. So, like, La Boheme and Lady Butterfly, Madame Butterfly, those are all... I don't know of many musicals where every line is sung. Because I agree, I don't like that either. Rent almost does it by accident, but they do have some dialogue. I've mostly had enough of them. See, I get that. You know, if you've been subjected to, oh, I still have that written up there. Yawn, everybody. That was my tablet. That's the brand on my tablet. Let me erase that nonsense. I'll leave it for now. In case anybody else has a question. I meant the movie. I don't know if there's a play. Oh, yeah. So then, yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, I've seen The Swan Princess. An underappreciated animated film. For understandable reasons. But hey, your favorite and mine, John Cleese, is a voice actor in it, so it's hard to hate that. The Devil's Carnival. I've never heard of it. Sounds good, though. You done a weird... What'd you have for lunch? There's my color wheel. Alright. Now that I've fudged with the lines work a little bit, I can actually get into the color stuff. The interesting stuff. I mean, I guess it's depends on who you ask. It's interesting. Line art, coloring, and that stuff. Seafood. Oh, fancy. Everybody make friends with Eamon because he's got a wallet for lobster tail. I know. Some people are allergic. Let's see. How do I feel about that color? We'll go with it for now. I'll go with it for now. No, don't like that. Not there. There we go. Nope, don't like that either. Gonna fix that later. That works right there. Game it had sturgeon. I've never had sturgeon. I like lobster. I just don't like the amount of work it takes to eat. You need an entire tray of surgical tools to eat lobster. Oh, you ate squid. Oh no! Ina! Crabs. Yeah. Say no to crabs. Not light enough. Not light enough. Now it's probably light enough. It's light enough. Yay! It's light enough. Gonna get bonked. You know, sometimes I think there are people in this world that like getting bonked. They like a good bonking, you know? And again, I I don't judge. Let's see, where else do we want this color to go? There. But we want something darker than this color for the other thing. Right now I'm just talking to myself, by the way. Tuna, I'm hangry. I do loves me some tuna. Yeah, Spartan would say that. It's not a good meal if it doesn't fight back. Oh yes, this one. I like this one. You can taste the fight in it. Tuna steak. I went out there. I've got some tiny little, like, little narrow areas that are going to need some me to go in and fix them in a bit. But that's okay. I didn't bring a spray bottle, so I'm glad that you brought one. And again, I'm gonna fig. I remember the last part was fig because I like Fig Newtons. Figgy, I'll call you Fig. How about that? Well, we have an air cannon. We can use an air cannon. Something little to shock him out of his stupor. What about this? How's this look? Nope. No. I need it to be cooler. Like me. Air cannon? You don't want an air cannon? It's a cannon with air in it. You dup. You dup. Dup. That was going to be dope or dummy, and I got dup instead. I figured, the last moment I was like, no, that's really mean, Luna. Don't say dummy, that's mean. And so, like, dip is a little less mean. It's kind of goofy. But I didn't get to that in time. I didn't make the switch. I didn't make the switch in time. Oh, Hamilton. Yeah. Oh, Dear Evan Hansen. That's another good one. Those are two other ones that I haven't seen, but I've heard the soundtrack I listen to it quite frequently. Thank you, Modbot. Let's see. What was I doing? What was I thinking? Oh, if only you knew. Oh, the dark places this head goes sometimes. Oh, so I guess we've exhausted for the moment, the musicals topic. I need something that's darker, but also less. Okay, there we go. Yes, darker, but also less. All thoughts are valid thoughts. Is that working? To go in and fix that line work so that it's easier to see. Dr. Horrible. Dr. Horrible. Dr. Horrible. I feel like I should know that and I don't know it. Let's see. Oh no, I don't want to do that. I want to do something a little bit better for that. Something better. Bitter? Better? Yeah, that works. Neil Patrick Harris. Okay, yes. Yes, I have seen this. Yes. His sing-along blog. Yes, I do remember this now. Oh, that was funny. Do you have any artist inspirations? Yes, of course. Let's see. I get a lot of inspiration from the illustrators that were famous and big around the time of what they call the Golden Age of Illustration, which was the turn of basically like the 1900s, so 1900 to like, well, I guess like 1880s to like 1915 or so. So It's called The Golden Age of Illustration, and there were a lot of beautiful, mostly, like, if you think of Alphonse Mucha is a big one. Although he was not necessarily, like, he was more, they considered him a graphic artist rather than an illustrator. He did posters and stuff. There is an artist named Kay Nielsen, who I thought was a woman because her name was Kay, but that is a man. Kay Nielsen was a man. Alphonse Elric, what? Alphonse Mucha. Alphonse Mucha. And, and let's see, what else? So Kay Nielsen is one. Who else? Who's more today? There is an animator and character designer named Sanjay Patel, and he works for or had worked for Disney and Pixar, and he does some beautiful work that I love. He has illustrated several books. Some of them are children's books, some of them are just art books, and I have all of them. Unfortunately, they're back on my home planet. I did not think to bring them along with me this time. You have to keep the cargo light in when you're traveling. You have to. So I didn't bring it with me, but yes. Gotta go. You're all just got worried about a test. Oh, wow, yeah. Go study. Study hard. Study big. Win. Fight. Fight. Win. Fight. Win. Study. Fight. Win. Do it. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Patel, his type of QB. He's very, I've actually had my work compared to his a lot, actually, because it's very segmented. Thank you, Amen. Very segmented and, heavy on the line work, heavy on the pattern as well. Yeah, win against the dark forces of standardized testing. Who else? There is there's an illustrator. He did, like, little kids' books, but then he also does really beautiful, they're still kids' books, but their illustration style is a little bit more complex, and I love both styles he has. But Mercer Meyer, everybody know Mercer Meyer? He did the Little Critter children's books, but he also did, like, he illustrated a version of Beauty and the Beast, which was beautiful. I don't like that. Purple. It needs to be grayer. It needs to be more gray. Okay. Yes, better. I don't believe I've heard of him. Mercer Meyer. So, I'll write it. Use my power of writing. The tools at hand. Oh, you can read that. That's fine. Mercer Meyer. Meyer, yes, Mercer Meyer. I used to pronounce it Mayer, but then I heard somebody say it and it's like Mercer Meyer. It's definitely a no. You can find it based on that. But if you look Mercer Meyer, Little Critter, those are like cutesy little children's books. But look for his other stuff. His other stuff is also very beautiful. Watercolor, I think watercolor and pencil and pen. Looks like he has a lion head. Wait, who? The bunny? Beast? Oh, Beast. Yes. At first I saw breast, the word breast, because breast looks like a lion head. I was like, whoa, where are we? What stream are we in? I had planned to draw several different things, but I'm actually enjoying taking my time with this. Hope you guys are okay with that. Mercer, yes, Mercer Mayer. Yes, I got it. I got the last letter wrong. Mayer. Mercer Mayer's Beast. Yes. There's another one he does called Everyone Knows What a Dragon Looks Like, and that's a very beautifully illustrated book. Gotta go in and fix some of these squidgy lines that didn't come out right. I'm gonna do a little reverse here, a little flippy-do, as they say. And by they, I mean no one. Absolutely no one. Art for art's sake. I think the paws should be like... The underside of the paws should be like this purple color, kind of to tie it together. Oh, actually, no, that should be darker because it's further away. That's what I've decided. I made an artistic decision early on, and I should stick with it. And the paws, I'll leave them peachy peachy. Peachy peachy. Everything's peachy. Alright. Oh, thanks! Welcome, Daniel. Danny boy. I've not gotten close enough to a hare to see what their eyes really look like. Do they have those weird goat eyes? For some reason I think they have those weird goat eyes, but I'm not 100%. We're gonna make him cute! Rather than the vicious wild animal filled with disease that he probably is. It's okay, little buddy. Oh, and his nose should be cute, peachy peak. Because nature is adorable and not terrifying and heartless. Is everybody having a good time so far? I don't know. I mean, obviously, it's hard because I know that some of you, lots of you, well, most of you are watching and are engaged, you're silent watchers, and that's cool. I don't have a problem. That's okay. It's just hard for me to gauge because you see, the thing is you're on that side of the computer screen, and I'm on this side of the computer screen. And it's really hard to know if you guys are doing okay. Because you see, I like you guys. You guys, so far, this has been a hoot. You have been very welcoming and very patient and very forgiving for my mistakes, and there have been several. But I appreciate that you guys are a fun group to talk to. So I want you guys to have fun too. I can't just be like, feel like it would be weird if it was just me up here being like, hey, everything's great. I'm glad I'm having a good time. I don't know about you guys. I'd have bailed out otherwise. I suppose you could just... I'm not holding you here hostage. I suppose you could just leave. I've been screaming the whole time. Screaming internally. Spooky ghost viewer. Hi, Poi Poi. Aw, what a cute name. Poi Poi. When the chat laughs but doesn't type it. Yes, feed my ego. Bolster my fragile self-esteem with your reassurance. Making Spotify lists. Nice, nice, nice. I'm new and I'm hardcore engaged. Hardcore. Is it possible to be hardcore engaged in a... I mean, I believe you. I believe you, absolutely. It just seems like after being hardcore engaged in anything, you're going to be very tired. Where is my pen? Where's my pen? Nope, that's too small. Want it to be bigger. Phrasing again. Oh, do. To setting. To settings. Hot pockets. Hot pockets. I'm not gonna lie, I feel sad for missing the debut stream. Well, it's there, my friend. It is recorded and there. You can go back and you can laugh along with us. Follow us on our journey. Us and the rest of the Luna crew. You can see the terrible drawings I made at the end. We had fun though. It was great. It was a good time. You can see me ramble. See me ramble about books and movies and all that. But so yeah, don't feel bad. It's there for you, and if you watch, it's good. It's one of the requirements for Super Chat is, for me to get Super Chat, is to get a certain number of viewing hours. And so if you watch many of my videos, even if you aren't there live, it helps me get to a point where I can have Super Chat. So, you don't feel bad. Yes, let's blame. I'm gonna blame Fig for how bad my drawings were. That makes me feel better. That is a comfortable resolution. I will no longer take responsibility for when things go well. It's definitely all me. But when things go bad, it's all Fig's fault. I've decided. I think that Modbot, can you make a note? Make a note, because I'm comfortable with that. Have you ever played the Beginner's Guide I have played the Stanley Parable. I have several times. That's because I'm an exploratory game lover, and so knowing that there are many ways for the Stanley Parable to end, it was like crack. Not that I've tried crack, because I haven't tried crack, you guys. I'm high on life. I'm high on life. Shut up. You're trying to get that 5-year achievement on the Stanley Parable. I did eventually get bored of it. I mean, I did eventually explore myself out of love with it. But I do love that kind of game. There's another game I really like, but it sort of stinks to stream. I don't think anyone would watch it. It's oh gosh, what is it? Gone Home, I think is it's called. It's been a while since I played it, but I liked it. It was kind of spooky. Oh yeah, oh hey, wow, you beat me to it. I didn't see that in the chat. Yeah, I've played Gone Home. My bot's job is to fill everyone in chat with just the slightest bit of unexplainable existential dread. Just enough so that, you know, you guys, I want you to be yourselves, and I want you to be happy, and I want you to like joke and have a good time. But you know, boundaries and stuff. Not that I feel like you guys have pushed it too hard. You haven't. You've been great. I've been very pleased. You guys have been very good. So I'm not worried. Once I've gone and gotten distracted, I've filled in most of the color. All I have are these dinky, annoying little things that I have to go in. I gotta go in. Gotta go in deep. Woof! Pixely. Yeah, this is what, who said it earlier, that if you get in close, it gets pixely? Yeah. This is what we're talking about here. But that's okay, because it looks good from far away, and that's how most people see it. I need this color, I need this pen, I need it to be bigger, but only just. Again, I'm very needy. Very needy. Do I need this color anywhere else here? Nope. Next. This one. Does Modbot turn me into a cleric? Oh gosh. I should make that an actual thing it can do. Modbot, make a note. Modbot has turned into kind of my Alexa, I think. Modbot, make me a grocery list. Modbot, me a spray bottle. Modbot, tell me I'm pretty. So pretty. Gotta go to sleep. Oh, sorry. Sometimes I'm losing track of what's going on in chat. It seems like you guys are something very... F. Oh, our fallen brother. May a flight of angels sing thee to thy rest. I want to play... What games do I want to? I will take your recommendations. I have lots of things planned. I mean, I have a lot of the typical things planned. Like I want to introduce you guys to the Lunamira observatory that I have in Minecraft. It is I made sure to leave the entire inside blank. It's inside is blank because I want you guys to help me like flesh it out. But the outside is super cool. Took me a while. Took me lots of buildies and crunchy crunchies. Crunchy crunchies is when you break the blocks. You do a crunchy crunchy. Outer Wilds, let's see. Outer Wilds, of course. Okay, I'll have to look into it. Outer Wilds. I've heard of it. I want to play, there's a couple new ones that have come out that I'm blanking. I'm blanking on names now. I do want to play, I want to do some collaborations, and so there's some collaboration games I want to do. Like, I would play Mario Kart just as a regular stream, but I feel like that's more fun when you're collabing with people, so I kind of want to wait till I get a couple of people, a couple other streamers willing to and in the right time zone. Space puzzle game. Hey, Space, that's me. Skyrim. Oh, Skyrim's so pretty. I haven't played it, but I've seen scenes from it. Oh, hello, Mercer Meyer Scribble. Do I like horror games? Yes. Horror games are definitely on the list. I went over it in my debut, but I am definitely a game for horror games. Phasmophobia is another collab thing. Again, I could play it as a regular thing, and you guys could watch me shit my pants by myself. But somehow shitting your pants with friends is fun, right? Don't shit your pants alone. Shit your pants with friends. Then you can all feel uncomfortable and never speak of it again. Dead Space. Alien Isolation. Ooh. These all sound very good. I'm going to look. See, this is the benefit. I keep saying to myself, oh, I gotta write these down, but I don't have to write these down because you guys are saying it in chat, and I can go back and look at chat later. Plus, I have Modbot. Oh no, that's right. Modbot's dead. Ah, well, I can build another one. That's right, they're expendable to me. I'm a frigid ice queen. Yes, I like horror games. So Phasmophobia is on it. What's the one? Dead Till Dawn? That doesn't make any sense. Gosh, I can't remember it. But, haven't played Phasmo in a while, really. Dead by Daylight. It's like Dead Till Dawn? That's silly. That doesn't sound right. Dead by Daylight. Yes, that's one I want to play. Some of the games I'm not into, but I am playing them anyway, just to educate myself, I suppose, about what's out there. I'm not into big into first-person shooters. Only because, I don't know. They're a little too, I don't know. I'm too nice. I think I'm too nice. Like, which is weird because in horror games, like, it's blood and guts and death all over the place. But something about me taking the initiative. Like, if I'm killing a monster or a zombie or something, that's fine. They were asking for it. But other people, even if they're the enemy, it's too close, man. Hurts too deep. Scars go too deep. 7 days. Ooh. Something Steam themed that hasn't been streamed often, but nothing comes to mind. On the other hand, other than like on the topic of first-person shooters, I have no problem with games where I'm like in a ship and I'm shooting other ships, because then I don't get to see the life fade out of somebody's eyes as they die. Minecraft in space. Question about Minecraft. Is it possible to build something so high in Minecraft that you get into space? Or does your character die from asphyxiation? Or what? Coal? Or what happens? You hit the ceiling. Oh, is it like, oh, nope. Wrong color. Is it like the Truman Show, where you hit you hit the sky? A building height limit. This building is higher than the legally allowable height. You know what I should do? I should go to layers, and I should shut off this one, so that I can see how smooth it is, or smooth or not smooth. Smooth. I don't ever go to space. Yeah. That's familiar. I don't ever go to space these days. Hey, pen. Oh, that's right. Wrong layer. Haha. Oh, so I don't know if I said this. I know I mentioned it in my Twitter, tweety twatty twats, my twitty twats, my twats, my twitty, my twitters, my tweets. I mentioned it there. After the end of this stream, I have a surprise for everybody. It'll be interesting to see what HoloLive fans think. Because I can see where some people will hate it, but some people might have a giggle, have a chuckle. So if you're here when I'm done, you'll get the first look. Because I started working on it yesterday, and it made me giggle, and I was like, oh, I really want to do this now. And so I'm doing something, and it's like a part 1 of 5, and you guys are gonna get the first look. You guys are gonna get the sneak peek before anybody else. And you didn't even have to be in a special category either. Nani? No. Nice guess though. No Nani. A life-size mannequin of Calliope Moore. You know, that's not a bad idea. A ground pound drawing. No, that is funny though. Oh, you guys are taking up the challenge of guessing. I like this. Let's see if you guys can think of it. It's, I will give a little hint. I went looking, I got the idea for it, and then I was like, oh, surely that's been done already. It must have been done. Everything on the internet's been done, right? But I went looking, and I didn't dig too deep, but you'd think that something like this would be there on the surface, just waiting, but it wasn't. And I was like, I want to do this. So I don't know if I will be the first to have done this, but I will definitely, I'm going to venture a guess that I am one of the first. So, if that, I don't know if that helps. If it doesn't, at least hopefully it gets you intrigued. Wolfington, no, unfortunately no. I will, if I may clarify, it's not gonna be, like there's no boobies. Like, well, I mean, there's no, like, I'm not taking my top off or anything. Yeah, that's like, if you guys, okay, so, at a million subscribers, that's when we get to talk about boobies, like shirts coming off and stuff. Connor McCoy. Well, boobies came up just now. So you arrived at a pretty good time. Milk cream sweet pig. You know, there's a story there, I'm sure. A story that I don't know if I want to know the ending to. Road to 1 mil. Yes. You know, the tricky part about being an independent streamer is just getting your name out there. And so if you guys are enjoying yourselves, if you have seen my other streams and you like what you see and you're having a good time, you know, and you think you know other people that might enjoy it, you know, have them come over. Because you know, the more the merrier. I've been enjoying talking to everybody. Everybody's been super nice, and I've had a lot of fun talking to people, and I had a lot in common. More in common than I thought I would. So, you know, being of another world. So, I hope that if you enjoy this, that you will return, and that you're gonna bring your friends, and you're gonna bring friends, booze, and cookies. Oh, don't be worried about unrestrained boobies. Listen, us booby havers have had boobies for quite a long time and have had quite a while to learn how to manage them in a way that kind of minimizes damage, collateral damage as much as possible. Or not, depending on what we want to achieve, you know. Sometimes you have to have a little, there has to be some booby-related bloodshed to appease the Dark Lord and all that, but... I'm sorry, what was I saying? Probably wasn't important. Hail Satan. Anyway, how's everybody doing right now? I can tell you, in terms of hearing more, maybe not about boobies, I can tell you guys since I'm still working on this hair, I got into far more detail in this than I thought I would. I thought I was just going to go do a bunch of little wiggle sketches of different animals and then that would be it. But I kind of got committed to this rabbit and this hare. I'm sorry, I don't want to insult. A rabbit is different from a hare. Can't remember how they're different, but they're like different in a very real way, and I can't remember what it is. I'm sure my biology knowledge right now of earth rabbits, of lupins, is failing me. But I can tell you a story related to, it's a sort of a folk tale, or maybe a legend, I suppose. Not an urban legend, that's different, but a legend of how about a hare, if you're interested, if you want story time. Or maybe we make that into its own stream, but I figure I'm working on the drawing of a hare right now. It reminded me of that story. And I could tell it to you if you want. Story time, everybody. Children, gather around, children. No, Timmy, put the Cheerios down, Timmy. Timmy, Lisa, stop pulling your friend's hair. Stop it. Nope, the chewing gum doesn't go on the teddy bears. Leave it alone. Okay. Sorry. Roleplay over. Okay. Story time, everyone. So, there is a city, a real city, in Rajasthan, India. Rajasthan is a state in India. And there is a city there called Udaipur. And Udaipur is named after the, you know, predictably enough, is named after the first king that founded it. So Uday, his name was King Uday Singh the second, I believe, the second, yes. And he, this is the sort of the story of how he founded Udaipur. So he was at the time, before he founded the city, he was under attack by an army, neighboring army. Can't remember which one it was. He was under attack by an army, and at the time, and he was trying to figure out the most strategic place to found his city. And so this was all, but he was trying to figure out a way to found his city. Sorry, I had a little bit of a brain fart there. But anyway, yes, he was trying to found his city, and he was being kind of besieged by, or repeatedly attacked by this other army. And so he was looking for a very strategic place to found his city. So one day he was out hunting with his hunting party, and he saw a hare. And so they pursued it, and he lost track of it, but kept pursuing it into the mountains. And so while they're pursuing this hare, they run into this old rishi guy, this old wise man in the mountains. You know, like the guys with the like matted hair, and they're like half naked and they're meditating on a mountain. You run into one of those guys. And they stopped, and as one does, it's sort of tradition to sort of stop and pay your respects and everything. And the Uday Singh tells this guy, you know, his woes. He asks the wise guy yeah. He asked the wise man for advice about where to found his city. And the guy says, you know, don't seek me for advice. He said, follow the hare, and the hare will tell you where your city will be. So the guy pursues the hare. Uday pursues the hare, finds it again, and shoots it with an arrow, kills it. And when he as the arrow strikes the hare, a big beam of light comes out of the hare's body. And then of course it dies. It dies. A huge beam of light, though, comes out of the hare's body. And this was sort of the sign to Uday Singh that this was this spot where the hare died is supposed to be where he founds his city, where he builds his big city. So he does, but he does not, to honor the rabbit for showing him where to found his city, he buries it, gives it a grave and like a headstone and everything. And you can actually, to this day, and this is true, if you go to Udaipur and you go to the city palace there is a grave marker for this hare, and it has all the inscription on it and everything. And yeah, so there's the hare story for you. I don't know if I'm a very good storyteller, but I love that story. It's like, I love that story. I don't know why I love it so much, but I do. Thanks, guys. Yeah, no, I like that story a lot. Like, it's just one of those stories where you're like, you like it and you kind of entertain, when someone tells it to you, like, you entertain it, you suspend disbelief, but then the more you think about it, you're like, somebody was high. Somebody was very high. But I still love it. I still love the story. Poor hare. Yeah, you know what? It's easy to feel bad for the hare. I think there's a little bit of redemption in the fact that, like, Uday wasn't a huge dick about it entirely. Like, he didn't eat the rabbit, you know, or he didn't, like, just kind of leave it there. He was like, no, this guy say, oh, I guess that should be the addendum to the story, because I brought it up with the army. After he founded his city there, he defeated the neighboring army. So that was a part of the whole honoring the rabbit too. Like, you saved my butt, rabbit, hare. Thank you, Modbot. Modbot, you always think of everything. Oh, Kuboto. Thank you. Oh, I gotta tell more animal stories. Who's ever played Chubby Bunny? Oh, but thank you very much. I appreciate that. I think I'm almost done with this guy. Right now I'm just sort of taking care of these little weird spots where the color doesn't fill in. And then maybe, let's see, it's 9:26. I might be able to do I won't be able to do a full one like this, but I could do a sketch of something else, like a bear or a bobcat or something. Who rebooted the bot? Well, me, silly. Oh, I'm sorry, TuberX. Ecto Cooler. Let's see, Moogles, wow, yeah, Evan, nice. I'm not sure. It could have been a Moogle army. It could have also been, another, like, city-state, but I'm not 100%. You'll have to check that for me. I mean, I'm sure if you go to, like, if you type in Udaipur, Uday Singh II, you'll find the Wikipedia page for it. Did you use authentic boots? Boots? Oh, just taught me never to do it. Oh. Yeah. I mean, there's that. There's the other one that I don't understand was the cinnamon challenge. That one was a while back, but that one, I think a lot of people didn't come out of that one in a good shape because, surprise, surprise, cinnamon's an irritant. Yeah, to reboot the mod bot. Reboot. Oh gosh. Haha. Womp womp. Okay, let's back this up. Let's see what we got here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we got Mercer Mayer spelled wrong, and then we got Huion, and then there's my bunny. My hair. We got big old rabbit feet, but I think that's pretty accurate. They got big old feet. That's my bun. My bun. And then, like I said, what I'm gonna do with this one, I'm gonna save this quick. And I'm going to call it Stream Bunny, even though it's a hair. And save it. Photoshop document so that I can open it in I guess I could open Photoshop. And then I will be able to tinker with patterns. And then I'll be able to show you guys on Twitter when it's all done. Save. Got it. Someone I used to know back in high school snorted cinnamon and the results were predictable to say the least. Yeah. It's kind of like... I mean, if you've ever tasted cinnamon, cinnamon is just a strong flavor. I like cinnamon. But it is a strong flavor. It's not for the faint of heart. So, let's see. Ew. Let's see. What do I want? Is that what I want? Is this? I'm just gonna go with it. Yeah, sure. Why not? We'll do that. Ta-da! Thank you, Tommy McCoy. Thank you. Thank you, Milk Cream Sweet Sweet Pig. I thank you despite your awkward name. I don't know if I've ever done any of those weird challenges. I'm trying to think. The Ice Bucket Challenge. Cinnamon. There was Chubby Bunny's been around forever. I'm sure there are other ones. Let's see. What other creatures have I run into? I have seen from a far distance away a bear. I can try and draw it. I don't know if I remember enough of it to do it well, but you guys seem pretty cool and you'll humor me, so I'm gonna go for it. Bears and bears and bears and bears. Okay. He was standing. So first I thought he was, guys, I thought he was Bigfoot. I was like, I found him. No one will believe me because I'm an alien, but I found him. But it wasn't. It was a bear. I'd appreciate the effort. Bears are badass. They are. Let's see. We want a big bear. see if I can remember. I'll do him. He was standing up when I saw him, but I'll do him. Oh, he's sort of on all fours. They're very, lump-shaped, initially. Let's see. There's a distance. Actually, I'll do that. Make that the midline, and this can be where the eye will come. Ooh, wild boars. Those guys will kill you. They're scary. There is an aspect of no fucks given from wild that I get, like an air of I don't give a fuck about anything from I get from a wild boar. Like a bear, I think, like bears would run away from you usually, but like a boar will come for you. They'll be like, I don't care. You got a gun? Child's play. Do I watch anime? Some. I do. I watch a little bit. Not a lot. Not as much as my appearance would lead you to believe that I do. But I do. I just finished up as far as I can watch for Made in Abyss, which is awesome. I have watched, of course, I've watched all the Miyazaki stuff, of course. That's low-hanging fruit, I guess, by this point. I'm gonna go to bed now. Thank you, Wim! Thanks for showing up, I appreciate it. Let's see. We have something called a javelina. Wow, what's a javelina? Thank you. Yeah, I like Miyazaki. It's hard not to like Miyazaki. It's so, like, again, how could I like whimsiness and be like, no, Miyazaki's not for me? But, yeah. But, what else? There's other things I've watched that I enjoy. When I was a little younger, I briefly got into the manga Ramuna 1/2. God, I don't even know. I found it by accident, honestly. I don't know if anybody of you have read it. It's about a boy and his grandfather, I think, who get cursed. And, they get cursed, like the boy is cursed to turn into a woman on occasion, and his grandfather is cursed to turn into a panda bear on occasion. Oh, his dad. Okay, yeah, it's been a long time since I've read it. Let's see. Grave of Fireflies broke my heart. That's not really it's a movie, but I watched I'm getting back to old ones that I started with. Trigun. I watched Trigun. Let's see. Sailor Moon. Never watched Sailor Moon. Never did. I knew a girl, an Earth girl who really loved it, and she sang the theme song enough that I learned the theme song, but I never watched it. Let's see. Sorry, my brain's not working because I'm sort of like split between like my drawing. I'm thinking about my drawing, and then I'm thinking about anime, and then I'm going back and forth. So forgive me if it's taken me a long to come up with answers. Oh, guys, I bet she's furiously Googling animes. I am not furiously Googling anything. It's one of those things that I enjoy on occasion. It's not something that I'm super passionate about, so that's probably why. Every once in a while I watch something. I have watched Attack on Titan I know that the new stuff is out, and don't ruin it for me. I don't know if I'm going to keep watching it, though, because it's been so long since the last season came out that I don't remember a lot of it, and I feel like I have to watch the whole thing over again. Let's see. Oh, you know what I did used to watch? I used to watch Ronin Warrior. That's going, we're stretching, going, gosh, back. I used to watch Ronin Warrior. I watch a lot of movies that are made by anime, like Japanese animation studios that wouldn't necessarily be classified as anime, if that makes any sense. Like the animated movie version of The Last Unicorn is made by a Japanese animation company, and so it has that. It's sort of like the Rankin Bass, I think is who, like that whole production, Lord grade production, co-op, whatever. But yeah, if you look at The Last Unicorn animated film, it's clearly done by a studio that normally does anime, but it's not quite the same thing. If that makes any sense. There's also like that old Lord of the Rings animation that I think is done by the same people. Inuyasha, I've not seen I've heard of Inuyasha, but I've never seen it. I used to watch Saturday anime on the Sci-Fi Channel. That's how I saw, God, what is there? There's a bunch of stuff they used to show on there. Blanking on names. Also, my older brother had a friend who, he knew a guy who knew a guy who could get him, like when he was younger, who could get him like anime DVDs and stuff, like when he would go on trips and things and bring them back. So oh, I remember Armitage. That's a movie. I watched Armitage. Ghost in the Shell. I think I'm just gonna pencil sketch this bear in. I like him. I like how he's kind of scruffy. I'll erase the parts that I don't like, but I like him. Like this. And then we'll give him a... Bear's got that big old grizzly bear. I mean, all the bears do have that big old hump on the back. I was gonna do a side view, but I decided to do a front view of that. Neon Genesis Evangelion. I have not seen it. Oh, Ralph Bakshi. That's the word I was thinking for. I was like, Rankin Bass? I'm thinking of the stop motion stuff. Yeah, Grasp of Rankin Bass was going, Yes, thank you. Thank you for clarifying that. I appreciate that. See, sometimes I cross my streams a lot. Ralph Bakshi and Rankin Bass are the ones that I cross the streams a lot, so. Bears are so, sometimes they're so intimidating, and sometimes when you look at them at the right angle, like this kind of angle, you notice that they're kind of bow-legged. Like, they're kind of goofy and bow-legged. Like, you don't think they're going to be able to chase you, and then you piss one off, and then it chases you. I heard a secret, though. I read that if you are being chased by a bear, you should try to run in a zigzag, or try and zigzag downhill, because they can't run, they can run quickly, but they can't pivot quickly. Yeah, the Bakshi Hobbit was freaky. Freaky. Animation style lends itself to freakiness. But yes, so who's actually... So you guys have a fair amount of knowledge, it seems, about that type of animation style. So how many of you have actually seen the animated Last Unicorn? Anyone? I recommend it. I mean, I recommend the book more, but the movie is really lovely as well. I mean, obviously, when you watch it, it's very dated. It's not going to be, you know, what it's up to snuff. It had a very low budget, but I think that you will enjoy it if you're a fantasy fan, or an animation fan if you're curious about different animation style. Although, if I may nerd out for a second, like as if I haven't already been doing that, the original version of the animated film is like, I don't know, like 101 minutes long or something, 102 minutes long. The versions that you can find now, unless you are super stealthy like me, are like 94 or 96 minutes. And that's because the censors, the modern day censors, cut out some of the scenes in which some of the characters, and I don't want to hurt anybody's ears here now, they say bad words. They say bad, naughty, bad words. And that's not good for, you know, little Timmy drinking his sippy cup back home. So they had to get rid of that stuff, obviously. But you can't just get rid of the part where he says the bad word. You have to get rid of the whole scene. So their entire scene's missing. And that makes me very angry. Oh, 4 kids. I remember that. I've seen that. That was a long time ago. Says the 24-year-old. Back in my day, when I was 16. Oh, thank you, Modbot. Let's see, where should I go with this? Where's my eraser? I want my eraser tool to be. Where did it go? Where did all of the fine-tuning parts go? There we go. I want it to be a bigger one. There. Whee! I want to get rid of some of this distracting stuff. Some of this is distracting me. Distracting me. Gonna go do some geeking out here for a few. What are you gonna geek out on? You can't just say you're gonna go geek out and then not tell us what you're gonna geek out on. It's some sort of nerd code, right? You have to give us the opportunity to mock you relentlessly for whatever it is you're going to nerd out on, right? It's a thing. Plus, if you go away, we're approaching the 2-hour mark. You may, I can't say for sure, but you may miss out on the secret surprise I'm going to reveal. Oh, Dragon Ball Z is another one I have not watched. I don't know why I haven't watched it. And you know what? I do know why. And don't try to explain it to me, because I know it's probably very poignant and easy and meaningful, but I just don't like that they're so mad all the time. Why are they so angry all the time? They're so angry and screamy and yelly and lumpy and pointy and fighty, and I just feel like the whole bunch of them need like anger management. Like they need an they need to all sit in a circle and they need to hug it out, and they're not going to do it. And there's never the Dragon Ball Z. Let's dig up our, let's correct the painful memories from our childhood episode. They need some milk. Don't be offended, Tommy McCoy. I have another friend who loves Dragon Ball Z, and I give him crap about it all the time. I make him very angry. Listen, I just want to know. I want to know why they feel like it's okay to animate the human figure with muscle groups, entire muscle groups, that don't exist. I'm particular about things like that. They swole. Well, yeah, but like... They swole, but like, you can get as swole as you want. You're not gonna have a 12th pair of abs under your ribs. I mean, HGH can do amazing things from what I've heard, but... You know who's swole? This bear. This bear is swole. This is a muscular bear. Bear will take you out, and won't feel bad about it. Sleep fine. He'll go sleep fine tonight. I like to call Goku and Vegeta Gogurt and Vegetable, respectively. Is it too much bear? He's overbearing. It's too much bear for you to handle. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. That was silly of me. Fix it. See what I was trying to do. Trying to do that. Trying to create kind of a neck, shoulder blade issue thing. Do that instead. Is he now named after a vegetable? Well, now that makes sense. See, I didn't know that because I don't watch it, so I was like, oh, Vegeta, like vegetable. Aha, you guys, you found my nerd threshold. You found the thing that you can, like, mansplain to me. Congratulations! Is Goku's name based on Gogurt? Please tell me yes. You can lie to me. Since we're coming up on the 10 o'clock, I'm gonna stick with the bear for now. But see, okay, I want to read this sentence. Goku's name is based on Son Goku from Journey to the West, actually. I know what all those words mean separately. Oh, see, that's clearer. Sun Wukong. Okay, I think it makes more sense. Nope. Sorry, did not compute. 404 not found. Goku's other name is Carrot. Goku's birth is straight up Carrot, though. You can use that. Goku's name from Creamy Dessert Son Goku. Huh. Carrot. I like it. baby bear. I think this is pretty okay, based on the fact that I'm doing it from memory. I don't know, it's not terrible. Kind of cute, little baby bear. I'm gonna put some shading in this one too. I like that the chat has divulged to a very, very detailed and very intense discussion about the relationship between Dragon Ball Z characters, their names, and whether or not they are food related or not. Oh, well, thank you. Yes, the background music is quite lovely. Yes. You know, it's a balance. You don't want it to be too distracting, but you don't want it to just be silent. You don't want it to just be dead space. That would be terrible. You know, if I stopped talking, how would you guys, you know, function? Let's see, I got my baby bear. My baby bear needs a little bit more sketchy, shady love because mama bear has a little bit more going on. So we'll give him a fuzzy tummy. And we'll give him his little claw feet. He's gonna be angry. He's like, I've reached 9,000! I got pointy hair and Dragon Ball Bear. You're welcome. You're welcome, everyone. Excuse me. That last scream took it out of me. You can find a link to where I get my music from in the down below. In the description below, I list all the places I get my music from. Music, different places. Ooh, yeah. 9,000 is out of my reach at this point if I can't, you know. Well, I don't know. Have I ruined the bear picture or have I made it better? I'm gonna go with better, right? Oh. Thank you, Kuboto. All right. Gohan. See, you can't say things like that. You can't just go, it looks like Schmuzzfuts from like season 12 of The Return of the Redemption. Like I can't, if we're talking about Dragon Ball Z. Can you do are pictures like, can you put pictures in chat? Is it something it's capable of? Because I feel like if you showed me a picture of the person you were talking about, I'd be like, oh yeah, that pointy angry one. I see, I knew that pointy angry one, but not that pointy angry one. Aw, bummer. All right. So here's my bear, my Dragon Ball bear. Wait, it is missing one thing. Let me see. And it needs to be in a different color. I can't do this boring like pencil sketch color. It needs to be something appropriately Dragon Ball, I think. Let's see. I'm going to pretend like I know what I mean by that. And I'm sure you guys are kind enough to pretend to as well. Yeah. 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 Woo. Woo. that's enough. That's the Spanish one. It's upside down. Ah, that was fun. That was a good way to end. Ooh, I can make it up and then you guys will believe me? Sweet. Sweet. On this season of The Real Housewives of Dragon Ball Z, there's a lot of bleeping. A lot of censorship bleeping. And things are still pointy and sharp. Aha! Alright. Go file. Save as WTF 9000 in shop. I would watch The Real Housewives of Dragon Ball Z. I won't watch Dragon Ball Z, so I'm sure I would miss out on a whole bunch of references, but I would watch The Real Housewives. That's the thing. I don't watch The Real Housewives. Don't watch Dragon Ball Z, but I would watch The Real Housewives of Dragon Ball Z. Definitely. Religiously. All right. Well, so I didn't do as much of the creature. I thought I was going to do way more than this. I guess I got caught up in the bunny, but you guys have been a lot of fun. So I guess I got distracted by chat. I have to keep that in mind. I have to keep it in mind that I spent a lot of time chatting with you guys. So that's probably why I don't do sketching as much. But I do enjoy doing this. I can't wait to do it again. And I can't wait to do it actually in, like I said, Rebel 3, Rebel 4. I got Rebel 4. Because then I'll get to do some cool watercolor effects. And when I do my self-portrait, I'll start my self-portrait whenever I do my next art stream. Which actually might be sooner rather than you think. Excuse me. Ooh, sorry about that if you heard that. That's the tea coming up. That's the Dragon Ball Z rage coming up. I will start my self-portrait, and that'll be kind of a more long-term thing. And so you'll get a mix of it. You'll get my sketches, you'll get my finished color pattern stylized work, and you'll get some realistic painting done. And you'll get to see with my self-portrait, you'll get to see the real Luna. Ooh. You'll get to see all of it. Like that weird goiter I have on my neck. So, you guys have been waiting for me to reveal my secret, this is my secret project. I'm going to start posting images from it starting tomorrow, but you guys get to have a sneak peek. Oh, poor Modbot.Sk sneak peek. Let me see what I can do for you. I wonder if it would be better if I'll go away. I will. Do you want to save? Do not save. I've saved it. Hello, bunny. There's the bunny again. I will post him. Post patterning. I will post him, and you'll get to see the final version of him. Let's see. Oh no! Chaos. No worries. Let's see. So, like I said, this is a project I started yesterday. It makes me giggle. I don't know what HoloLive fans are gonna think, but I put it in don't really care too much. I think you should do things that are fun. So again, like I said, I have not seen this anywhere, so you guys have to tell me if you've seen anyone else do this. But here is one of 5. I call it Kiariel. Ta-da! There has to be a HoloLive Disney character, like the HoloLive myth as Disney princesses, right? Right? How is that not a thing yet? Right? So this is Kiara. And Kiariel. Chicken of the Sea, yes! Chicken of the Sea. Hello, Disney. So yes, this was number 1 I made. I have the other 4 are on their way. So you can look up for I post them on my Twitter. So I'll post Kiara tomorrow. So I hope you guys like those. Does she want to be a part of the... do you know what? You'll have to ask her. If you can find her. She's a rare breed. Technically speaking, the Xenomorph Queen is Disney royalty. That's true. That's very true. Wow, gosh. Disney has swallowed everything. No, I think you guys will enjoy the rest. I think you'll really like Gura. I have special plans for Gura. So, yes. So yes, I'm doing Disney Princesses, Hololive Myth Disney Princesses. because it had to be done, right? It had to be done. And I'm not saying that I'm going to do the best job. I'm sure someone, like, there's a lot of great fan artists out there, but I had to do it for my own giggles. My own giggles. So yeah, thank you guys for sticking around for the end of this stream. Thank you for coming to my first art stream. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you liked what I did. It's my hope that as time goes on and I get used to the tablet and I get used to the programs, that things will get better and better and more interesting for you to watch, and I'll hopefully be able to answer more of your questions about my techniques and my style. And yeah, so I appreciate that you guys stuck around, and I hope you enjoyed yourself and found it very relaxing. So thank you all again for your support. Thank you again to Koboto for your donation. And if you guys like what you saw today and you wanna please come back and join me. Tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your mom's friends, tell your mom's friends' kids, tell your mom's friends' kids' dogs. And I'll see you guys at the next stream. The next stream is Death Road to Canada. So those of you who are asking about games, zombies and Canadians. So the perfect combo. Thank you so much, you guys. You guys are awesome. You make this so much fun for me. I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna get too mushy. But thank you. Oh yes. Yes, I will remember to feed Modbot as long as Mr. Wiggles hasn't eaten all of the marshmallows, but updates to come. But thanks, guys. Have a good night. Sleep well. If you are tomorrow, get some fresh air, and we'll see you in the next stream. Okay? Bye, guys.